afternoon, I'm Ian Jones from Festive Road, and this afternoon I'm in conversation with Fiona Williams from Four Seasons Hotels and Resorts. Fiona, welcome. So which element have you picked from the managed travel model to talk about today?
Thank you, Ian. In fact, I thought long and hard about what I wanted to really review in that model. And I think there's more than one of two areas. And I think primarily it would need to be lodging, sitting in the lodging arena of
Good
hotels
choice.
at Four Seasons. And I think the second is really about the traveller experience from a health and fitness perspective. And I think those are the two areas that I would like to review.
And why have you picked those two in particular? Obviously you're from a lodging background,
Yeah.
but why those in the travel
I think
eco-space?
If you look at sort of my career to date with Four Seasons, I'm just about to come up to my 21st anniversary on the 1st of March.
Congratulations.
And, you know, the passion lies within this industry, hence my tenure. But I think also when I look at Four Seasons and how we've grown and how business travel has grown in that time, the transformation is huge. And I think when I think back to when I first joined, I think we had 38 hotels. We've now got 117. It was a very laborious process. We had a small number of accounts that we were sort of working with because we had a small reach of hotels. As we've grown, our client portfolio has grown. The learning has grown. And I think as we go through the years, the process of buying has also grown or developed. We look at the technology side from going back however many years. And in fact, we were just discussing this on the panel earlier of how technology has moved along and transitioned how we book travel, how travellers now have a choice versus previously it was fixed. We now have a lot of traveller choice. I'm very fortunate enough to work for a company where we get a lot of traveller choice. They choose to stay with us.
I think it's interesting, like you're saying, 21 years, like going slightly off topic. So that's 1999.
Yes.
So you've not long opened a hotel in Q8. So in 1999, when you joined, it was the first Gulf War. Could you imagine opening a hotel in Q8 then?
I know. Well, in fact, I remember, even when I look at Cairo, and we had all the troubles in Cairo, like how we have, we've opened a hotel now in Tunis, but, we're very much in for the long game. And we are now in Q8, which is a beautiful hotel. But you're right, sometimes an opportunity will rise to be in a market that maybe isn't quite established yet as a luxury destination. But our own sort of intuition and, the consultants that we work with, we know that the long-term aspect is that there will be. And I think if we look at that, we look at when we first opened Prague, again, we were like, you're in Prague, that's a leisure destination. But actually, Prague is now quite a big hub. The same with Budapest. Look at all the back offices that now sit out in Hungary. So as we've rolled out, I think it's opened up so many new opportunities.
So you mentioned hotels and lodging in the context of wellness. Are you seeing, I guess, a new breed of customer coming in, where corporations are placing greater emphasis on how they look after their staff, so your product is more appealing to those kind of corporations? That's
a really interesting question, because I think when you look back at us from a wellness perspective or travel and well-being, we were the first hotel company to open a spa in a hotel. So we opened that in Dallas. People were like, why do you want a spa in a hotel, in a corporate hotel? And in fact, now you go to a hotel, if they haven't got a spa, you're like, well, they haven't got a spa. Why haven't they got a spa? And so we've always been very attuned. We always had the alternative cuisine on our room service menu. And this goes back from when I first joined the company 20 years ago. I'm not talking the last 5 or the last 10. So we've always been very much into the fact that the majority of travellers that stay with us are very time-starved. Time really is the greatest cost of any travel. And the more that we can allow them to be productive, do what they need to do while they're staying with us, and have the right mindset, then health and well-being has always been at the forefront. But I think as we move in and move on in time, it's becoming more of the forefront of a travel buyer now. And there's more of a focus of that mental well-being of a business traveller. What are we doing to help sort of support them? Some of these guys are, on the road for 300 days a year, 200 days a year. It's a high number. And I think working out when you're under stress is really important. And in fact, leading on from that, last September, we have appointed professional fitness advisor, Harley Pasternak, and he has put together specifically for us a program for business travelers who are staying with us while they're on the move. And we have a Four Seasons app, and part of the Four Seasons app is dedicated to Harley. And you've got 6 videos on there which are a fitness workout that you could do in your room. It's the Four Seasons Fitness Challenge that you can set yourself. It could be guiding you if you're a real gym guru. Okay, what are the best equipment to use while you're in that hotel? Because it's a different gym. What should I do? What sort of reps should I do? What intensity? And it's very accessible. So anything from a 15-minute to a 45-minute workout. And it's all there for you. I think another example would be like our wellness rooms in LA. Again, we have a whole floor dedicated to wellness. And that goes through just from air purification to lighting to fitness equipment in the room. Same with Paolo Welter. They've also just recently launched this whole amazing piece of fitness equipment that's in your room. You don't even need to leave. Because again, if you have no time, sometimes it's like, I haven't got time to get to the gym and back. Actually, I can do it here. I've got half an hour. That's all I need.
So what advice would you give to the travel managers on the subject of lodging and wellbeing?
I think from a lodging and wellbeing, I think we need to figure out how we communicate what's on offer to the traveller. You know, everything is so much now on the OBT, and it's like, how do we get to display that content so that traveller is aware? We do a great job at check-in for a lot of our global accounts where we will hand them something that's just to remind them, okay, this is what you've got included as part of your stay. We do a lot of internal comms on Harley in those videos and the app to really sort of communicate that. But I think ultimately it's like, how do we get better visibility from a technology side? Because that's, you know, we look at that's where the choice is being made. You know, the traveller is choosing the hotel. Little now are they going to the travel agent and asking the traveller, oh, what's on our program? And as a result, I would love to see greater content available for us.
Excellent. Fiona Williams from Four Seasons Hotels and Resorts. It's been great talking to you. Thank you very much.
Thank you.